Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Happy Wednesday. I am here today with another random box for our box lunch series. This series comes out at Wednesdays at noon Eastern time, and they are just random boxes with random items to get you ready for craft shows, coworker gifts, your kids, your grandkids, schools. But the main reason is just to teach you this formula so you can make your own boxes for like your swaps or whatever you need. I sound horrible. I don't feel horrible. I've been fighting this like sinus infection for like a month now, but I'm fine. I just sound really bad. Right now I got these Vapor Cool Severes, and oh my gosh, like they open up everything. Like they are super intense. I can't eat the whole thing at once. I got to take a break from it because it's too intense. But anyway, all right. Speaking of intense, today's item is this Altoid container. This is the skinny one. So let's go ahead and find a ruler. Here it is. And measure it up. All right, so we're looking at, it's saying it's exactly 1.5. So at this point, you need to decide if you want to do 1 5/8 or just do 1 3/4. So I'm just going to do 1 3/4. And then the length is 3 inches. So for this one, I am going to work in the 1/8 of an inch only because I already can see that this is going to be about 1 inch. And so I can make these flaps be a whole number. And so this 1/8 of an inch is not going to be terrible to math with. And you'll see what I mean right now. So we need, we have 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. That covers our 2 sides and our closing flap. And then now we need to cover the top. So we need another 1 inch. We need to cover the bottom. We need another 1 inch. Now I need to actually have a tab so that way the box closes. So that's 1/2 inch. What you do on top and you do to the bottom. So 1/2 inch. Now our left to right is 1 3/4, and I need both of those measurements. And then our up and down is 3/8, and you only need to math that one time, so I'm only going to write it one time this time. So let's go ahead and math. And this is 1 2 3 4 5 6.5 by, and this is what I was talking about, because 1/2 and 1/2, that's 3, plus 3 is 6, and now you just have that 1/8 of an inch, so 6 1/8. So see, it wasn't that bad to do that. Now, if I wanted to have this at 1 5/8, that's a little harder. You know, it'd be 1 2 3 4, and then plus the 2 5/8, which I can't do that in my head. So I would have had to either use my ruler or calculator or whatever. I probably could do it in my head, but there's too much thinking right now. All right, let's cut our paper. I'm working with this black paper, and I'm going to do Cardabella Wish Upon a Star 2 because it is sitting right here on my desk from something else I was working on. So let's go ahead and cut our paper 6.5 by 6 1/8, which if you have the Stampin' Up! Ruler, that's the measurement right where the gray-white color meets the brown color. I think this is like a brown-gray. It's a weird color. Okay, so, oh, I didn't do any math for you. All right, so the 6 1/8 side, we need 1/2 and 1.5 on both sides. And the long side, we're going to need 1, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, and 5.5. It should be, because I need an inch from the right hand side. So okay, we're gonna try it out. All right, so I already have the 6 1/8 at the top. So the short side on the top, 1/2 inch and 1.5. Okay, you do that to both sides, 1/2 inch. That's this, and 1.5. This is going to be the easiest way to do it, whether you're on your paper trimmer or your scoreboard, because the measurement is going to be in eighths. So let's see, 1/2, 1, 3, 5, 4 5/8, and 1, 3, 5, 5 5/8. Or if you just do 1/2 inch and 1.5 on either side, it's easier, in my opinion. So, long side at the top, we need 1 inch, 2 3/4, because I need to, how I figured that out is I just added, I know I needed the first space to be 1 inch, so I did that. And then I needed the second space to be 1 3/4. So I just added those two numbers together to get this next measurement, which was 2 3/4. You need another inch, so that's 3 3/4. Now I could have added 3 3/4 plus 1 3/4, but in the easier way, I know I need 1 inch from the end of the paper, so that's what I'm going to do. And then you can just measure it out, and it's 5.5. Or you can just look at it and know, okay, well, my paper's 6.5, I need an inch, so 5.5. But those are my hacks, if you know how the young people say. So do it however makes you comfortable. Use a calculator if you have to. It's super easy. If you have a fancy calculator that does the fractions, you can type them in, go for it. But for me, I just do 1 plus 1.75. So that gives me my 2 3/4 plus 1. That gives me my 3 3/4 plus 1.75. And that's 5.5. So that's how you can do your math. Now, if you don't know that 0.5 is a half, that I can't help you with. Okay? I just look it up on Google. And matter of fact, you can actually put this in Google. Let's go to Google. So if you let's see here. Google. All right, if you type in Google and you just do 1 plus 1 3/4 equals 2.75. So you just keep putting it in, and then you can go up here, plus 1, 3.75. So there you go. You know what I mean? So you can do it however you want. But just, yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and varnish our paper so you can see my lines a little bit easier. Nobody judge my browser history there. I was looking up the Brazilian. I got a Brazilian blowout when I went to South Africa. It's like a hair straightener thing. And there was one product she said not to use in my hair, and I couldn't remember, so I was looking that up. And I also had to look up who was George Costanza's wife in Seinfeld. So I know y'all was zooming in on my browser history. Nothing juicy. Anyway, put your double score line at the top. So you're 1/2 inch at the top, 1/2 inch at the bottom. Same routine. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you guys can see that. The 4 boxes on the top right and the 4 boxes on the bottom right. We don't need. So go ahead and cut those out with scissors. Like so. What you do to the bottom, you need to do to the top. All right, cut out those boxes. Miter your close your flap. I have this weird thing that looks like this. We're gonna cut up these score lines and cut off half. So cut your score line. You're absolutely gonna cut off this first rectangle, but I like to do a little bit more than that. It's your choice. You don't have to do that step. I mean, you do have to cut off at least that top box and miter. It'll make your box fit better. But you don't have to cut off more than that if you don't want to. Okay, and miter, and miter. What you do in bottom, you do to the top, vice versa. Cut up, cut off, miter, and miter. Cut up, cut off, miter, and miter. All right, clean that all up. And corner rounder. I mean, you can do this part now or later. Or if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Oops. Okay. Now, let me empty out this corner rounder. Okay. So now we should be fine to go ahead and close our box, which we are. This is your starting position. I'm just folding this flap, glue or tape, whatever you want. Making sure you get the top corner really well because we don't want any gaps. The bottom corner really well. All right. And then close our box. Where's my towel? Just press it down, make sure. So as you can see, I got a little bit of glue right there. I normally would not worry about that because let's face it, people are going to take the treat out of the box and throw it away. But if it bothers you, just get you a little glue eraser from like Dollar Tree and just erase it. It's fine. Hold on. Alright, let's go ahead and decorate this. I'm going to try to find a scrap, which I know I have. There's a specific one I want. Okay. Here are all the roughly the same size scraps. That one's almost perfect. Alright, I'm going to use the stars. And this was what, 1 3/4 by 3 1/8. So I'm going to make mine 3 inches long by 1 5/8. Okay. Perfect. And we're going to glue that down. You know what? We didn't check the box. That's how much confidence I have in my box making skills. I didn't even check the box. Perfect. Okay. Not to say that it comes out perfect every single time, because it doesn't. Sometimes I mismeasure, I don't math right, or I'm watching TV and I'm just distracted and do something crazy. So you should probably always check your box before you decorate. All right. So let's add our star things here. Perfect. And we're gonna get a sticker from the sticker collection. Okay, so we have our sticker sheet. And you can put whatever you want on there. I think I'm gonna go with this little, yep. What else do I want? This sticker sheet doesn't have like little words. This would be really cute with like a little word or something on there. But we can go ahead and pop it up just to give it a little extra something. Just to pop it up with some foam squares. Okay, let's see what we got here. Just a little ticket for a little castle. Excuse me. You can add whatever you want on there, but I think that looks really cute. Cute little gift. Especially if your Secret Santa is like a Disney lover. How cute is that? I really like that. You can add, I was looking at the little food. Now I'm like, do I want to take this off and add the food? But we're not going to do too much decoration. But isn't that cute? You can always tie a ribbon around it and call it done. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.